What's up? It's your boy MoonDog38732 from the MoonDog38732 show on YouTube. If this is your first time watching the show, I get use this show to tell stories about how I grew up, how the people, places, and situations made me into the person I am today. Do me a favor. Subscribe to the show, watch the show, like the show, share the show, and comment on the show. If you don't like what I'm doing on my show, man, keep it moving. Alright, here we go. I'm from a small town in Mississippi. Matter of fact, it's a small town in the Mississippi Delta. That's a whole different situation, right? So I was alluding to this in other stories, right? When we were in junior high, my friends and I, we would take these standardized tests, 9-week tests, or whatever you want to call them, right? So when everybody can film their test, they would let all the students outside at the same time with no supervision, right? Now, think about what I'm saying. No supervision, right? But before we focus on what happened during that break, right? Let's go a little bit before that. In our small town, we had gangs, right? Gang culture, things like that. We had GDs, you had vice lords, four corner hustlers, things of that nature. They came a little bit later though, right? But we also had homegrown groups of gangs, so to speak. We had one gang. This gang was made of short people. Right? Think about what I'm saying. Not short like the leprechauns. Y'all think about like the leprechaun now. But these cats are they like probably 5'4", you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And the name of this gang or group of individuals was called the Tiny Crew. Think about what I'm saying. It sounds funny, but at the same time, man, it was very serious. When you got about 9 to 10 short, strong folks with a low center of gravity coming towards you, man, it's a serious business, right? You think because they short that they're not strong. No, they have the same strength that you have at the time because a lot of them like 1 or 2 years older than me and my friends, right? All right, so the Tiny Crew, they were going around doing their thing, man. It was like a real situation. They had laws, bylaws, and things of that nature, right? You had punishments and everything. All right, so now back to the school situation, right? So we're at school. Everybody's out there chilling. Well, really not chilling though, right? But the guys, man, they watching wrestling, man, the Mid-South wrestling. So I'm just seeing folks getting picked up, thrown into the air, dropping on the ground, man. They start having rules talking about if I'm leaning on the wall that it's a timeout. Everybody was cool with that for a minute, but then the Tiny Crew, they changed the rules, man. Dude named Lamar was on the wall, man. Said, "Oh no, man, it's a timeout." They like, "No, man, ain't no timeouts." Stole on him, got him, dragged him off the wall, drug him back out there to the grass, man, and stumped him out. So I'm just looking like, so what the business is, man? It's like a battle royale, right? Where's the principal? What's going on with the teachers? Nowhere to be found, right? So next thing you know, I see the Tiny Crew. It's about 10 of them, right? And they picked out my homeboy Safari. But the thing about Safari is, Safari to me was one of the best football players of all time. But him and the coach, they clashed, so the coach didn't play him. So they all get on Safari, they surround him, and they jump him at the same time. And next thing you know, man, I see this right here. Safari busts out the crowd. He's dragging these short guys, you know what I'm saying, with him, and he busts out the crowd. I like, this is like the best football film I've ever seen in my life. So what the Tiny Crew do? The Tiny Crew pick somebody else out, right? Get them out, stump them out. But I'm cool with the Tiny Crew because really, I stayed right down the street from them. I could walk to their house in 2 minutes, right? So I knew all the members of the Tiny Crew. So we was cool. And the thing about it is, the Tiny Crew, man, they really did their thing. In our middle school, it was like an open format, right? There were no walls. We just had partitions. Let's just say, when you hear a rumbling in the jungle, so to speak, you knew what was going down, right? So we'll be up there doing our work. Next thing you know, boom, 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 stuff falling everywhere. We looking over. The tiny crew done got crunk up again. I've even seen tiny crew members fight other tiny crew members. I've seen tiny crew members get kicked out. I've seen the evidence of people trying to join the tiny crew but didn't succeed. And one looking good for them. Now, with that being said, I think it's time for a tiny crew reunion. The following people that were in the tiny crew, I need y'all to step up and make this tiny crew reunion pop off. See y'all next time. Bye.